It's possible that yesterday I made the biggest mistake of my career that I've ever made, and I'm going to tell you about it so that you don't make the same mistake. I've learned from it, and I will never make this mistake ever again. Had a wedding yesterday, and this is the most stressful day of my life. I don't know how much traveling I'm going to be doing soon because now I'm so scared that this is going to happen to me again. Before we get too far into this is the makeup that I did yesterday. It's the best makeup I've ever done. Like, this is some of the best makeup I've ever put on someone else's face. Our day starts out with me and my second artist, Kinsley, heading to Tennessee to do a wedding. We had a wedding in Pigeon Forge, which is about 5 hours away. We left really early in the morning, and I already know a bunch of people are going to be like, well, why didn't you stay the night? That was originally the plan. However, Kinsley has a family, and I had to take my mother-in-law to the doctor the day before, so it just didn't work out, and we decided to drive up that morning, which, in hindsight, I will never be doing that again. I will be staying the night before every single time. However, it wouldn't have changed anything. Like, that would not have saved me in the situation. It would have still been just as bad. So we set off around 4:30. We're heading there a good 30 minutes, 45 minutes early. We get on the road and we are making fantastic time. Like, we are set to get there a good 45 minutes early, and we are just chugging along. We even stop for a quick potty break, and then we're right back on the road. Like, we aren't taking any time to dilly-dally. We are moving, okay? At some point, it does start to, like, lightly snow on us, and I was like, I didn't know it was supposed to be snowing up here, but we're in the mountains, and it's January, so it makes sense. About 4 hours in and about an hour out from our destination, we make it to Cherokee, North Carolina, and that is right on the border of North Carolina and Tennessee, and we are trying to get across the border into Tennessee. Well, there's a traffic block, and we're like, what's happening here? So we drive up, and there's a policewoman and a policeman blocking traffic, and there's a few elk. I guess they're elk. I don't know what those are. On the side of the road, and they're grazing. And I'm like, are we blocking traffic for these elk right now? Because I don't mind driving by them. But anyway, no. Traffic is blocked because of snowfall. Apparently, on the highway, there was too much snow. They blocked it until they could get it cleared. And it had happened super early that morning. So, again, there was no way that I could have known. I checked all of the roads to make sure that nothing was closed. I genuinely could not have found out until I got there. We tell the police officer that we are trying to get to Pigeon Forge, and we're asking her the best route to get there, because on the map it still doesn't show that that road's blocked off. So she's explaining to us what roads to take. I don't know how to read a map, so I'm like, okay, sounds good. Getting ready to pull off, and she's like, yeah, it is going to be a pretty long reroute. And I was like how long? She says 3 hours. Are you kidding me? My mouth dropped open so fast. I was like, there's no way. This is not happening right now. And I could have never anticipated anything like this happening, but I feel so stupid for not thinking about it. I mean, like, in hindsight, why didn't you think of that? Why didn't you make sure? But I did. That's the thing. Like, I swear I was trying. So anyway, we turn around. I start calling the planners and letting them know that we're going to be late. Like, there's no way that we're going to make it on time. However, we will still try to make it there. And I could still do the bride's makeup and maybe one other person. And then I have Kinsley with me, my second artist, and that she can do some makeup as well. And the planners agree that that sounds like a good idea. They're going to call the people that are doing hair and ask them if they have anybody on their team that does makeup and see if they can come and do some of the other girls, because we're only going to have time to do 4 people, and we were originally supposed to do 9, which is, like, so disappointing. Like, I feel so icky for not being able to do all the people that I said that I was going to be able to do. Like, that's so disappointing. We were originally supposed to be there at 10, and it sounded like we weren't going to get there until almost 1 o'clock. So that was so frustrating, and having to relay that information to a bride, especially, I had never met this bride. I had only communicated with her over email, is the most icky and, like, just all-consuming thing. It's the only thing I can think about, and it's just, like, the grossest feeling in the world. And now I have a 3-hour drive to think about it. And Not her fault. Totally my fault. I should have planned better. But I'm just like, she's gonna hate me when I get there. I couldn't even blame her. Like, how could I? I feel like the dumbest girl on earth, actually. We drove 3-hour additional drive there. We had to backtrack all the way through Asheville, North Carolina, and then I don't know how we even got into Tennessee after that. We took a lot of like mountainy roads. It was like super sketchy, but we did what we had to do to get there for my bride. We ended up getting there at like 12:30, and they were supposed to be ready originally at 1, but we pushed it back to 2, so we had about an hour and a half to get a few people ready, and Kinsley and I just get to work. And to be honest with you, they were the nicest people. Like, they were so nice when they most definitely did not have to be. Bride was even like, I can't even imagine how stressed out you've been. Like, it's okay, don't worry about it. Like, it is what it is. We're just gonna do my makeup and it's gonna be great. And it was great. The makeup was phenomenal. It was some of the best makeup I've ever done in my entire life. And I've been doing makeup for like over 8 years. So it was super satisfying that that worked out well, because I was really nervous. And I was like, what if the makeup is shit too? Like, what if I'm a horrible person and the makeup is bad? I can't live with myself. We ended up getting out of there right around 2 o'clock and making the 5-hour drive home. So in total, we were in the car for 13 hours. Which was just so unnecessary. It just felt like, really, is this really what we're doing today? And I am currently getting ready to go to another wedding today. Thank God this one is only like 30 minutes from my house, and I am leaving so early because I'm not taking no chances. Last night right at 8 p.m. and I swear I came home, got in the shower, put on my pajamas. I didn't even eat dinner. I went straight to bed. So exhausted, so tired. And it wasn't ideal, but everything ended up being okay, and we made it safely. Also, was snowing like crazy on the way home. I was like, I'm from South Carolina. I am not built to be driving in snow like this. Thank God that I had an angel bride, and she was so nice to me about it. I explained everything that happened, and she was like, I can't imagine how stressful that must have been. And I was like, not you thinking of me. I can't imagine how stressed you were thinking I wasn't going to show up. How crazy would that be? Anywho, all is well, and I have learned from my mistake. I will never, ever, ever let that happen again. I say that like something there's just no control over, and it is what it is. And as much as I travel and as many people as I see, stuff is bound to happen. But fingers crossed, I will double check, triple check, quadruple check from now on to make sure that there's nothing that's gonna make me late. But I love you guys. I hope you have the best day ever, and I will see you again soon. Hopefully I will vlog today because I have desperately missed doing that. Okay, love you so much. Have the best day, bestie. Bye.